www.1ffc.com. All loans are subject to our liberal credit policy and limitations, if any. First Franklin Financial Corporation, NMLSR number 141654. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
This is Bill Parker with Parker Insurance and Realty, your locally owned and operated independent insurance agency. We specialize in home, auto, commercial, ATV, motorcycle, and boat insurance. Being an independent agency, we have the ability to find you the best price available to suit your insurance need. At Parker Insurance and Realty, we can help you package your insurance or find the specialty insurance required to get you covered. We are your source for any real estate needs, whether buying or selling, we can help you. Give us a call today so we can discuss your insurance or real estate needs. Parker Insurance and Realty, 265 South Macon Street, 427-9345. That's 427-9345.
Local news on WIFO.
It's time now for a look at latest in local news. In the news, early voting got underway Monday, runs for 3 weeks, with the primary election day set for Tuesday, May 24th. Day one saw 147 votes cast, 141 Republican ballots compared to just 6 Democratic ballots. So the word has gotten out that if you want to vote in the local contested races, you must pick up a Republican ballot, as all the local contested races for sheriff, clerk of court, and coroner are on the Republican ballot. Once again, the early voting takes place all this week, and for the next 2 weeks after that, at the Wayne County Courthouse, the times Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sentencing phase for 61-year-old Donnie Fussell set for tomorrow morning in the Wayne County Superior Court, not today. Sentencing set for Wednesday morning. Superior Court Judge Roger Lane on the bench, as he was the presiding judge during the trial 2 weeks ago in Wayne County, when a jury of 6 men and 6 women found Fussell guilty of raping his stepdaughter years ago, which led to pregnancy and birth of a child. Fussell faces anywhere from 20 to 50 years when the judge hands down the sentence on Wednesday. During the sentencing phase, the victim will take the stand and be able to give her impact statement. She testified during the trial, telling the jury about the abuse she endured from her stepfather for years and the fact that her mother simply did not believe her, instead testifying for the defendant and still telling the jury that she simply doesn't believe the abuse occurred because God told her it didn't happen. The DNA from the GBI crime lab confirmed that the possibility of Fussell being the father of the child is 99.99%. It took the jury only 45 minutes of deliberation 2 weeks ago before returning with the guilty verdict. The sentencing again set for Wednesday morning at the Wayne County Courthouse. We'll have the details in our local news on Thursday. Also have the sentencing details during the broadcast of the Wayne County Heritage baseball game from Heritage on Wednesday beginning at 3 p.m. City Commissioners set to meet tonight at 7 p.m. at the City Hall under old business approval of the second reading of the ordinance to amend dates and times for the regular meetings, as the City Commissioners are going to one meeting a month. Under new business, awarding a bid for a front loader garbage truck. Also awarding a bid for an automated side loader garbage truck. Discussion of solar power for treatment plant. Items with the city manager, items with the commissioners, items with the mayor, all that tonight at 7 p.m. County commissioners met last night. We'll come back and take a look at that meeting right after this word from our sponsor and other commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
For over 60 years, Altamaha Federal Credit Union has been a part of our community. Folks you know and trust, always here when you need us. We're celebrating our 60th anniversary by bringing you better ways to handle your money, by updating our system and implementing great new features and benefits to you, like an automated phone number that allows you quick, safe, and easy access to your account 24/7, the ability to transfer funds and send money to anyone with just a few simple steps, the security of e-statements, no more hard copies through the mail, and you can set up text alerts that give you instant information about your account. Here's to another 60 years of making life easy for our members. More community involvement and continuing to be more efficient, safe, secure, stronger, and better than ever. Drop by anytime or visit us online at altamaha.org and join us today to reap the benefits of a financial institution that's run by hometown people with a hometown attitude toward service. Come home to Altamaha Federal Credit Union, Jesup, Ludowisi, and Scriven.
You've heard the old joke, how do we know if a politician is lying? His lips are moving? We have a different choice for state senate. When Blake Tillery ran for Toombs County Commission, he said he would lower taxes. And you know what? Blake Tillery cut taxes every year he was in office. Blake is pro-business, pro-life, supports Second Amendment rights, and will work to see our economy grow. Let's vote Blake Tillery for state senate. Blake Tillery, proven results, trusted character. Paid for by friends of Blake Tillery.
Wayne County Commissioners met Monday evening in a packed house on hand with many interesting topics discussed and voted on. The first, the fact that Crack Williams Pool has been closed by the County Health Department, and the fact alone caught the County Commissioners off guard because apparently no one informed them of this fact, and their phones have been ringing off the hooks with complaints and questions ranging from why they were not informed to what are we going to do to resolve the problem. Rec Director Carl Rose on hand explaining that the current pool is in bad shape with cracks and a leak in which the pool is losing 3 to 4 inches a day. Plus, the health department says the chemicals are unbalanced, so the health department is advised to shut it down at this point. Commissioner Ralph Hickox questioned why are the commissioners just finding out about this now, to which County Administrator Luther Smart took the blame for that, saying that everything else going on, the issue of the pool was put on the back burner until a solution to fix the pool was brought to the commissioners.
I have brought up about the pool, and due to some other pressing things, it got put on the back burner, and I always accept responsibility for this. It got put on the back burner until we could find time to bring it forward to this board. Because the expenditure of that type of funds that was not programmed into the budget required this board's approval.
When were you aware that it was not built open?
It was not what?
When were you aware that the problem was bad enough that it will not built open?
I found out that the health department...
Not health department, but when were you aware that we had this big an issue? I found out yesterday.
I've known that we've had a leak ever since it's been here.
It was bad enough to call the problem.
We had it repaired last year. We spent somewhere around $50,000 last year out there. And now we're coming in and spending another $50,000.
It didn't held up 1 year, right? Out of
Yeah,
a year.
a little over 1 year.
And then what pulled me in when said it lasts about 2 years to be put back now, right? Maybe. So you don't ever know about
So the story I got was because they could not balance, obtain a balance, and that it was losing so much water now, which was an increase over years prior, that we, sir.
Commissioner James Thomas says no matter what it takes, the pool needs to be fixed, open it back up for the kids in the swim program for the summer. Again, the swim sign-ups began on Monday. A motion was made to spend up to $50,000, but to get bids with the assurance from those bidders that the problems concerning the pool can be fixed. If not, Commissioner Mike Roberts says you're just taking $50,000 and throwing it out the window. The long-range goal is to put an Olympic pool on a splost item for the public to vote on. An Olympic-sized pool cost $1 million. Commissioners, for the time being, voted unanimously to spend up to $50,000 to patch up the leak and make certain that it passes health department rules and regulations. Second issue that was brought to the meeting and brought many people to the meeting was the public hearing concerning closing Eugene Mallard Road, tabled from the April 4th meeting, but back on the agenda for a vote on the issue. It was a public hearing, and those wanting the road closed were on hand, upset to 3. The commissioners simply never went out to look at the road. Here's one of those on hand that wanted the road closed.
And I'm glad to see the owner here, right there, for the first time. We've been here 4 times, and the owner finally made it. And about the road, you know, somebody made the comment, well, we never closed the road if somebody opposed it. Well, it's just signed on the dotted line. And if somebody opposed it 10 years ago, not closing that road, we just gonna sign on the dotted line like we did with the landfill. That's gonna get signed right here.
I'm gonna go ahead and let it be known. I'm gonna oppose that road right there. They want to close. Vote.
Anyone on the public hearing?
I don't think I need to say anything. Y'all know the gist of it. Nobody was really able to get out here and look at it.
I still don't want it clear. She don't need it.
I called Mr. Shag and asked him.
Don't say nobody, I wrote out.
I know you didn't go get rid of me. You didn't want to get in the truck with me.
You have to work with us. You have worked with us on it.
Yeah, you have worked with us, but you didn't want to get in the truck with me when I look at it.
But the one right there on the end is what's got all these people in here now. For the dump. Right there. He lobbied for it when they got it. Now they got it, and this is what you got.
Commissioner Ralph Hickox motioned that the road remain open. Following the policy, if anyone opposes the road being closed, it usually remains open. Seconded by Commissioner Kevin Copeland and voted on unanimously by the board last night. Kevin Copeland stated to those that wanted the road closed that he would work with them, but told them up front if anyone opposed the road being closed, he would vote to keep it open. 3 gentlemen thanked Copeland for keeping his word, but were not pleased with the outcome of the vote or the fact that 3 of the commissioners simply didn't go see the road in question. Mike Roberts, the other commissioner, visited the area to see the road. Another key issue Monday night, a motion by Commissioner Ralph Hickox to amend the county budget, taking out the money for an assistant administrator, which the commissioners put in before they realized they don't have the authority to hire an assistant administrator. That position will be filled by the acting county administrator. Here's Commissioner Ralph Hickox explaining his position on Monday.
And that position as assistant administrator would start out at $65,000 a year. That's in addition to what the administrator makes now. I can't justify to Wayne County with 30,000 people, a little more than that, to spend $160,000 to administrate the county. I can't do that. That's going to add an extra position permanently. And it has nothing to do with any individual at all. It's got to do with increasing one department's budget permanently I can't justify that when we're paying starting deputies out at $12.96, I believe it is.
And their lives on the line.
Yeah, I just can't do it. And so I'm asking to amend the 2016 budget to remove what we earmarked. Let me clarify that. When we earmarked the money and put it into the, what fund is it in? Contingency fund. There were a job description. There's nobody, the job has not been posted. Nobody has filled a position. Nobody's applied for it. We earmarked money so that if we did this, the money was there. That's it. I'm asking for us to amend the budget and remove that money and put it back in the contingency fund, possibly to use to put towards the Carl Vincent study. But my motion is to remove that funding from the budget and put it back in the contingency fund.
Commissioner James Thomas says he's upset because he says the issue isn't the hiring of an assistant administrator. Thomas says the issue is the fact that his fellow commissioners were not happy with who Luther Smart wanted to name the assistant administrator, which is Amanda Hanna, the county clerk. Here are the comments of Commissioner James Boot Thomas.
Well, that's a suggestion. I think that this board and Luther can come to some kind of reasonable amount that would suffice. I'm in favor of keeping my word of letting Luther run his office. Now, you were all for it when you thought you could pick a person, but then when you find out that Luther wanted to pick somebody else, namely Amanda, now you want to take the money out of the position because that's not what you want. Micromanaging our county administrator is not a good way to run this county. You know, I want to let him do his job, and we've got a good administrator. And also, too, I need to tell you from all across the state, ACCG, and I'm your representative of the Board of Managers, that assistant managers all across the states, a lot of them are permanent positions. You can let Luther place anybody as assistant manager, but as a governing body, as county commissioners, you still have the right to choose your county administrator. Assistant administrators all across the state of 159 counties are there for stability and to make things run smooth through the transition of when a county administrator leaves. You have the right at that time. If you want to elevate that assistant to administrator, you can, because you get to choose, or you get to choose to bring in a new county administrator, and during that time, this county will not lose out because we have an assistant administrator that knows how to run things and everything will run smooth. It will be a smooth transition. I mean, let's be honest. When you thought you had the right to pick who you want, you was all for it. Now you don't, you're not.
And again, those comments, James Boot Thomas. Commissioners voted 4-1 to amend the county budget, removing the funding for the assistant administrator. Again, Commissioner James Thomas, the dissenting vote. One final issue that was discussed last night and is becoming a big problem in the county is illegal dumping. County Commissioner Kevin Copeland says it's becoming an epidemic and a major problem in rural areas. Commissioners are going to work with the law enforcement to begin to put up cameras and surveillance and make examples of those that get caught. Officer Doug Lewis was on hand at the meeting and says law enforcement's already out patrolling and have already made some cases on illegal dumping and have already put some surveillance cameras out. Commissioners are suggesting heavy fines and they're asking the public's help. If you witness this taking place, again, they ask that you get a tag number or simply report it to law enforcement. Again, they state this issue is becoming a focal point in the city and county, and both government agencies are working with law enforcement and seeking solutions to this problem. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor and other commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
For over 60 years, Altamaha Federal Credit Union has been a part of our community. Folks you know and trust, always here when you need us. We're celebrating our 60th anniversary by bringing you better ways to handle your money, by updating our system and implementing great new features and benefits to you, like an automated phone number that allows you quick, safe, and easy access to your account 24/7, the ability to transfer funds and send money to anyone with just a few simple steps, the security of e-statements, no more hard copies through the mail, and you can set up text alerts that give you instant information about your account. Here's to another 60 years of making life easy for our members. More community involvement and continuing to be more efficient, safe, secure, stronger, and better than ever. Drop by anytime or visit us online at altamaha.org and join us today to reap the benefits of a financial institution that's run by hometown people with a hometown attitude towards service. Come home to Altamaha Federal Credit Union, Jesup, Ludowici, and Scriven.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Ray Deal, and I would like to take this time to ask for your vote and support in my candidacy for coroner of Wayne County. As a registered nurse working in the emergency department and nursing education, I've gained the medical skills and knowledge to perform the duties of coroner. As a nurse, I work closely with local law enforcement, EMS, fire services, and the community. I promise to treat all families equally with dignity, respect, and compassion. So again, I ask you to please vote for me, Jennifer Ray Deal, Republican candidate, on May 24th for coroner of Wayne County. Thank you for your vote and support. Preceding paid for by the candidate.
Final notes and news. Wayne County Chamber of Commerce wants to invite the community to attend a ribbon cutting for the Georgia Hospice Care. The event's going to take place at 3 p.m. on Thursday, May 5th at 141 South Macon Street. Also, the Wayne County Christian Minister Association is going to sponsor a day of prayer at the Wayne County Courthouse lawn at 12 noon on Thursday in honor of the 65th Annual National Day of Prayer. The National Day of Prayer is an annual observance held on the first Thursday of May. Again, inviting all people of all faiths to pray for the nation. Again, the day was passed into law backed by President Harry Truman. Once again, that's Thursday. We have some ministers on the World Famous Butch and Bob Show Wednesday for more on the event. Also, National Day of Prayer service in Odom, Georgia at 8 a.m. at the Odom Depot. Light breakfast will follow, sponsored by Odom City Hall. That's going to do it for the latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morganson, have a great day.
You've been listening to local news on WIFO.
You've heard the old joke, how do we know if a politician is lying? His lips are moving? We have a different choice for state senate. When Blake Tillery ran for Toombs County Commission, he said he would lower taxes.